Welcome to Max with by J Bharati. Today topic I am going to explain about a very important chapter in SSLC 10th standard Max chapters, pair of linear equations in two variables. So pair of linear equation. First I will explain all the introduction part regarding this chapter so that you can understand easily. An equation is said to be linear equation in two variables if it is written in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. What do you mean by this a, b, c? A, b, c are the numbers and the coefficient of x and y. This x and y is the variable. For example, 10x plus 4y is equal to 3. So here a is equal to 10, b is equal to 4 and c is equal to 3 for this equation. For this equation, the a value will be minus 1, b value will be 5 and the c value will be 2. So, pair of linear equation means the two equation in one question we will get two equations. So, the general form of a pair of linear equation is, because there is two equations, so we will differentiate as a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x, this is for the second equation, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. As I said, a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2 are the real numbers. It may be a positive number, it may be a negative number and it may be a irrational numbers too. But a, b and should not be equal to 0, because if a, b is equal to 0 means it won't belongs to linear equation. Is it clear? Next, there are different methods to solve this pair of linear equations. Algebraic method is, there are two methods, substitution method and elimination method. One more method is there, cross multiplication method. As per your syllabus, now the cross multiplication method is not included. So I will explain detail about substitution method and elimination method. Then in geometrical method, graphical method, using graphs we will find the value of x and y. So these are the three important methods from this chapter. Next, in SSLC board exam, this graphical method is 100% appearing questions, 100% appearing questions for 4 mark. From this substitution and elimination method, any one they will ask for 2 or 3 marks. So these all methods are important for this, for scoring marks. Next comes the ratios. This is very important for scoring mark in 1 mark and 2 mark questions. First I will explain what are this table means. So in pair of linear equation, the two lines, if you draw in the graph, we will get either intersecting line, parallel line or coincide line. Coincide line means the line above another line. That is the coincide line. So for intersecting line, first let me take an example. X minus 2y is equal to 0. 3x plus 4y minus 20 is equal to 0. This is the example I have taken. So how to find out? This is a1. a1 value is 1. a2 value, b1 value is minus 2. And c1 is nothing but 0 here. Same way, a2 value 3, b2 value 4 and c2 value is minus 20. So if you find the ratio for this, a1 divided by a2, we will get 1 divided by 3. Same way, b2 divided by b1 divided by b2, we will get the value minus 2 divided by 4. If you simplify, you will get minus 1 by 2. You can write minus 1 by 2 also here. And from this 2 itself, you will come to know A1 divided by A2 is not equal to B1 divided by B2. See here, these two values are not equal. If it is not equal, the graphical representation is intersecting line. This part, intersecting line. So algebraic interpretation means exactly one solution. Suppose if they ask how many solutions are there for intersecting line. So I will say a simple point to remember. See here, in intersecting line, this is one line and this is another line. These two lines intersect here, correct? So how many points are intersecting for these two lines? Only one, right? So it has exactly one solution or unique solution. Is it clear, children? Next, let me take another example. 2x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0 and 4x plus 6y minus 18 is equal to 0. As I said, first find the ratio for this. A1 divided by A2, B1 divided by B2 and C1 divided by C2. If you find out, see here, if you cancel this, you will get 1 by 2. Here also, if you cancel, you will get 1 by 2. C1 by C2, this also if you cancel, you will get 1 by 2. Am I correct? So, all the ratios are equal. 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So, A1 divided by A2 is equal to B1 divided by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. That means each and every point is equal. That means it belongs to coincident line. Coincident line means each and every point is intersecting. So obviously, how many solutions will be there? It has infinite or many solution. Did you understood, children? So don't get confused how to remember the solution. If only one point is intersecting, it has only one solution. If many points are intersecting, like coincident line, infinite and many solution. Understood, children? Next comes the third example. Take this example. Now find the ratio. What is A1? 1. What is A2? 2. So 1 by 2. Same way, B1 divided by B2, the value is 2 by 4. If you simplify, you will get 1 by 2. Correct? So here A1 divided by A2 is equal to B1 divided by B2. Here C1 is not equal. If you cancel, you will get 1 by 3. Am I correct? So the ratio is A1 divided by A2 is equal to B1 divided by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. So what is the difference here? Why we are not finding for C1 divided by C2 in intersecting line? Because the condition is it may equal or it may not be equal. So we won't consider that C1 divided by C2 for intersecting line. But here in a parallel line, if A1 divided by A2 is equal to B1 divided by B2 and not equal to C1 by C2, it belongs to parallel line. So parallel line, see this is the parallel line. So how many lines are intersecting? There is no point is intersecting for parallel line, correct? That means, does it has any solution? No, it is not having any solution. Did you understood, children? Then in this one more point you remember, consistency, inconsistency. When minimum one solution is there, then it belongs to consistency. So this is consistency, that is intersecting line has one solution, so consistency. Then coincident line has many solutions, then too it is consistent. But parallel line doesn't have any solution, so this is inconsistent. Did you understood? So in 1 mark or 2 mark they will ask, they will give one equation, they will ask whether the line is intersecting, coincident or parallel. So by finding the ratios, you can find out whether it is a intersecting line, coincident line or parallel line. Did you all understood? Okay. Next. we will go to the graphical method. Next, we will see the important method, graphical method. So, graphical method, they will give two equations. The question will be solved graphically. Two equation they will give. So, first equation is x plus 3y is equal to 6. This is the first equation. So, this is very simple. First, you should consider if x is equal to 0. Substitute if x is equal to 0 in this equation, what will be the value? 0 plus 3y is equal to 6. Does 0 has any value? No, right? So 3y is equal to 6. 3y is equal to 6. Y is equal to 6 divided by 3. If you simplify, y will become how many times, sir? 2 times. So y is equal to 2. Next, if y is equal to 0, first we have assumed x is equal to 0, we have find out y answer. Next, substitute y as 0 and find out x answer. So just substitute y as 0 in that equation, x will be as it is, plus 3 into 0 is equal to 6. 3 into 0, 0, right? So the final answer x will be equal to 6. After finding these two values, draw a table for the graph. This is x, this is y. Why I am writing diagonally the zeros? See here, first we have assumed 0. X is equal to 0. So, if x is equal to 0, what is y answer? 2. So, 2 you should write here. Next, if y is equal to 0, what is x answer? X answer is 6. Am I correct? Next comes the second equation. Let me write the second equation. The second equation is 2x plus, 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. This is your second equation, correct? Next, if same step you should follow, if x is equal to 0, we should find out y answer. Just substitute x as 0 in this equation. 2 into 0 minus 3y is equal to 12. 2 into 0 is nothing but 0. So, we will have only minus 3y is equal to 12. So, y is equal to minus y is equal to 12 divided by 3. So, 12 divided by 3 is nothing but 4. We want only y value, not the minus y. So, change the sign on both the side. Here only most of the children will do the mistake. If you need plus y, then if it is minus y, just change the sign on both the side. So, minus will become plus. Here this plus 4 will become minus. Therefore, y is equal to minus 4. Understood? Next, substitute if y is equal to 0 in the equation number 2. 2x minus 3 into 0 is equal to 12. 2x, 3 into 0 is nothing but 0. So, no value for that. So, 2x is equal to 12. Let me write directly, because here the multiplication will comes as division here. 12 divided by 2 is nothing but 6. After finding, just draw the table for the graph. Here this is x, this is y. Write 0, 0 diagonally. If x is equal to 0, what is y answer? Minus 4. If y is equal to 0, what is x answer? 6. So write 6. So now this two table is very important to plot the point on the graph sheet. Is it clear, children? Nothing to worry. Graphical question is so easy. Just take the first equation, substitute. If x is equal to 0, what is y answer? Then if y is 0, what is x answer? Then draw this table. Same way, do for the second equation. You will get the two table to plot the point on the graph sheet. So next I will show the graph for this. See here. X is equal to 0. First let me take the first table. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. In the graph, Cartesian plane, first draw x axis. Here x, x dash, y, y dash. So each 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit because the numbers are so small in the table. See the table? The numbers are so small. 0, 2, 6, 0. That's it. Maximum is 6. Minimum is minus 4. So only these points we need. So here first point is 0, 2. In this table 0, 2. So how to mark 0 in the x-axis? 0. This is in x-axis 0. Y-axis 2 will be here. This is the point 0, 2. Next value is 6, 0. 6 in the x-axis is here. 0 means the same point. Is it clear? So joining these 2 points, draw a straight line. After drawing the line, in the line you should write the equation for that line. The equation, first equation is x plus 3y is equal to 6. Write here. Or write in one corner. Extend this line. Here also you can write. Next, the value for the second table. See the second table 0, minus 4. 0, minus 4. 0 in the x-axis, minus 4 will come here. Next, 6, 0. The second value is 6, 0. See here, 6, 0. 6, 0 will be here. Draw a straight line. Draw a straight line for this equation and write down the equation. This is the equation, second equation. This is the first equation. Why we are writing the equation? For this equation, the line is this part. For this equation, the line is P and P. Now, see, clearly it is shown that it is an intersecting line. So, intersecting, which point is intersecting? 6, 0 is intersecting. So, in the graph, you should mention this intersecting point. X, y is equal to 6, 0. This is the solution for this because the question is solved graphically. Solve means we should find out x value and y value. 100% you should write the value in the graph. If it is intersecting line, you should write x, y. That is x is 6, y is 0. Next, in the graphical question, here you should write the scale of the graph. Scale is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to how much unit we have taken? 1 unit we have taken. This is 1 centimeter. From here to here it is 1 centimeter. So, x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to, we have taken 1, 2, 3, no. So, we should write 1 unit. 1 unit. Same way, this is for x-axis. X-axis. Then y-axis is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. To get the full mark, 4 mark, you should write the scale. scale, x-axis is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. Suppose if you are taken 5, 10, 15 like that, we should mention as 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. Is it clear, children? So, if you write scale, even the value for x and y, then only you will get that 4 out of 4 for this question. I hope you have understood. If any doubt is there, please mention in the comment box. Next, one more example sum I will give. Example 2. Draw the graph of the equation x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So, let me write the first equation x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So, how I said to solve? First, you should assume if x is equal to 0. Substitute x is equal to 0 in this equation. 0 minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Because if you take plus 1 this side, it will become minus 1. Minus get cancelled. So, y is equal to 1. This is your y value. Next, if y is equal to 0, substitute y as 0. X minus 0 plus 1 is equal to 0. 0 doesn't have any value, so bring this 1 this side. Plus 1 will comes as minus 1. So, x is equal to minus 1. After finding x and y value, draw this graph so that it is easy to draw in the graph sheet. Sorry. X, this is y. Draw, write 0, 0 diagonally. If x is 0, what is y answer? 1. So, write 1. If y is 0, x answer is minus 1. Next, take the second equation. What is the second equation? 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. So, 3x. If x is equal to 0. So, 3 into 0 plus 2y is equal to, bring this 12 that side, it will become plus 12. So, 2y is equal to 12. Therefore, y is equal to 2 is in multiplication. Multiplication will come as division. 12 divided by 2 is nothing but 6. Next, if y is equal to 0. So, just substitute y as 0. 2 into 0 minus 12 is equal to 0. So, 3x is equal to, bring this 12 that side. So, plus 12. So, x will become 12 divided by 3 is nothing but 4. After that, draw the table. This is x, this is y, 0, 0. If x is 0, what is y answer? 6. If y is 0, what is x answer? 4. We should plot the point in the graph. So, let me plot the point for the first equation. X is 0, y is 1. 0 in the x-axis and 1 in the y-axis. So, this is the point. So this is the point. Next, x is minus 1. Minus 1 x is here. 0 is nothing but here. So draw a straight line passing through this. Roughly I am drawing because my hand is shivering. So you should draw the line and write down the equation for this line. What is the equation for this line? X minus y plus 1. So you can write it as x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. This is the equation. Next, second value 0 comma 6. 0 comma 6 will be here. 0 comma 6. 6 will be here. 0 in the x-axis, 6 in the y-axis. Then 4 comma 0. 4 comma 0 will be here. This is 4 comma 0. This is 0 comma 6. After this, draw a straight line passing through this. Roughly I will draw. You should draw a straight line so that the two line will intersect in one point. That value will be the answer. So here approximately 2 comma 2. So draw properly so that you can write x and y value. X comma y is equal to what value you are getting. You just should find out. This is a homework sum. Understood? And send the picture of your graph. Is it clear, children? Then write the scale. I hope you have understood the graphical question. So better I have shown here. This is a easy question, but most appearing question, mostly they will ask intersecting line in the graph. Is it clear, children? Next, the second question in the first exercise. On comparing the ratio A1 divided by A2, B1 divided by B2 and C1 by C2, find out whether the line representing the following pair of equation intersect at point or parallel or coincide. As I already said, how to find out the ratios? Let me take the first equation. First question, 5x minus 4y plus 8 is equal to 0. Second, 7x plus 6y minus 9 is equal to 0. What is this? Is A1, B1, this is C1, A2, B2 and C2. So find the ratio. A1 divided by A2 is nothing but 5 by 7. B1 divided by B2. The value is minus 4 by 6. If you cancel, you will get minus 2 by 3. Whether both are equal, so write the conclusion. A1 divided by A2 is not equal to B1 divided by B2. Therefore, it is an intersecting line. It is an intersecting line. Suppose if they ask the solution, as I said, if intersecting line is there, how many solution you will get? One solution. Suppose in the question if they ask whether consistent and inconsistent, if it is having minimum one solution, then you should write consistent. These are the three things they will ask. They will ask you to find out whether it is an intersecting, parallel, coincide as per the question here. Otherwise, they will ask how many solution will be applicable for this equation. So, just find the ratio. First conclude whether it is a intersecting line, parallel line or coincide line. For intersecting line means it is having one solution. For parallel line means it is doesn't have any solution. For coincide line means many solution. Is it clear? So remember this thing. So I hope all the questions are easy. So do the remaining sum as a homework sum. Do the second one and the third one as a homework. If you have any doubt, please send the question in the comment box. I hope you have understood this second question. Next comes the third question. See the third question. On comparing the ratios, find out whether the pair of linear equations are consistent, inconsistent. See here. I said no for the previous question. First find the ratio. Let me take the third one because this is little bit a fraction number. So let me take the third question. 3 by 2 x plus 5 by 3 y is equal to 7. So how to make a standard form? Take the common denominator 6 so that 3 3s are 9x plus 2 5s are 10y is equal to 7. Then this division will go as multiplication here. So we will get 9x plus 10y is equal to 6 sevens are 42. Now this is your first equation. Is it clear? If they have given like a fraction, first it's so simple. Take the common denominator, then bring the denominator to that side, then frame like a general form. Then what is the second equation given? 9x minus 10y is equal to 14. Is it clear? So this is your second equation. Now find out a1 divided by a2. What is a1 here? 9. 9 divided by a2 is also 9. 9 divided by 9 is nothing but 1. Then find out b1 divided by b2. 10 divided by minus 10. Don't forget to take the sign because plus and minus means a lot. So if you cancel, you will get minus 1 as the answer. Check whether these two are equal. This is not equal, correct? So a1 divided by a2 is not equal to b1 divided by b2. That means what type of lines are there? The lines are intersecting line. So according to the given question, they ask consistent or inconsistent. For intersecting line, it is consistent. Therefore, it is consistent. Understood, children? So simple question they will ask for 1 month. Only thing you should remember the first table. This table you should remember. If you remember, then rest of these questions are so simple. Yeah. So do the third question, remaining question as a homework sum. If you have doubt, please send me in the comment box so that I can do the sum and post in the YouTube channel. Next comes the third 3.2, that is the second exercise. Solve the following pair of linear equation by substitution method. Very important method. You will get 1, 2 or 3 mark for this question. So let me write the equation first. First equation is x plus y is equal to 14. This is your first equation. then x minus y is equal to 4. This is your second equation. So let me solve this by substitution method. So solving by substitution method. So first take the two equation. What do you mean by the word substitution? Substitution means instead of some term we are going to use another. For example, in a game, what is the role of a substitution player? The main player getting hurt, the substitution player will come for the game, correct? So same way the meaning is the same, but here it is not a game, it is a question. So instead of x, we will substitute some values. So how it possible? First take the first equation. From the first equation, let me keep x this side. Bring this y that side. So this will become 14 minus y. Plus y, when it comes this side, it will be minus y. Now for time being, this is your x value. So you are going to substitute x value, this x value in the second equation. Why not in first equation? Because we have taken this value from first equation. So again we should not substitute in the first equation. If you substitute, nothing will be there, everything will get cancelled. So we should not substitute in the same equation. We should substitute in the next second equation. So substitute x is equal to 14 minus y in second equation. So what is the second equation? Let me write one time. This is your second equation. So instead of x, what number I should write? 14 minus y. This is the way substitution. Instead of x, I am substituting 14 minus y. Again, rest all same. You should write the same. Now 14, bring that side because I want only y. All the numbers bring to the right hand side. Only the variable part should be in the left side. Minus y, minus y. If I ask like that, few students will be thinking what will be the value. But I will say one trick. If it is only the variable, say it as 1 minus 1y minus 1y. So now your brain will think both are minus sign. So you should add the number and put minus sign. So minus 2y is equal to 4. Bring this 14 that side. So it will become minus 14. Am I correct? So minus 2y is equal to, if you subtract, you will get minus 10. See here, here also, left side also having one term, right side also having one term. But here minus, this is also minus. So simple, cancel the minus sign. So that you will get 2y is equal to 10. I want only y, not 2y. So bring the 2 also that side, that is on to the right side. So 2y, 2 into y. So multiplication will comes as division. So 10 divided by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is nothing but 10 divided by 2 is nothing but y is equal to 5. Now you have find out y value. What is y value? Y is equal to 5. Again substitute. Let me mark this as third equation because if you give the number, it is easy to write the steps. Substitute y is equal to 5 in third equation. I can substitute even in first and second also. But why to waste the time? Because already I have arranged. I kept x in the left side because I want to find out x. All other terms are in the right side. So it is easy to substitute in the third equation. So x is equal to 14 minus, instead of y, 5. 14 minus 5 is nothing but 9. So you got your x value. Therefore finally conclude Therefore, x is equal to 9 and y is equal to 5. Is it clear, children? Here, you can check your answer whether it is correct or not. I will say the method so that you can check your answer. What is x value? 9. What is y value? 5. So, just substitute in first equation. What is the first equation? X. Instead of x, 9 plus, what is y value? 5. The answer is 9 plus 5 is 14. See here. Here also 14. Here also 14. That means your answer is absolutely correct. This is for checking whether your answer is correct or not. In the main answer sheet, you no need to write this. This is do in the rough column. Is it clear, children? I hope you have understood this substitution method. They are easy and you can score the mark out of all. Next question. Here also. See the second question. Instead of x and y, they have given s and t. Here they have given a fraction number. If they have given a fraction, so simple, take common denominator and bring the denominator to that side. So make like a linear equation general form. Is it clear? Then this part. Here, in this, by seeing the question, don't panic. This is a decimal point, how to simplify like that. So simple, see the decimal point before one digit, correct? So, full equation multiply by 10. So that you will get 2x plus 3y is equal to 13. Same way, second equation also multiply by 10. You will get 4x plus 5y is equal to 23. Then use the same steps which I have taught you how to solve substitution method. So use the same step. Here also the common denominator you should take. The denominator will be 6. So here just cross multiply. 3 3s are 9x minus 10y is equal to minus 2. Then bring this denominator part to this side. So the equation will become 9x minus 10y is equal to 6 2s are 12 minus 12. This will be your first equation. Same way, simplify the second equation. You will get 2 equation. Then solve by substitution method. Is it clear? Next, I will do that this question. That is root 2x plus root 3y is equal to 0. This is so interesting question. Root 2x plus root 3y is equal to 0. This is your first equation. Second equation, root 3x minus root 8y. Root 3x minus root 8y is equal to 0. This is your second equation. So solving by substitution method. So let me take the first equation. Root 2x plus root 3y is equal to 0. Root 2x, keep x this side, bring the root 3 that side. So minus root 3y. Now I need only x. So x is equal to minus root 3y divided by root 2. For time being, this is your x value. Let me mark it as equation number 3. Then substitute. substitute x is equal to minus root 3y divided by root 2 in second equation. So substitute, what is the second equation? Root 3x minus root 8. So let me do the here. Root 8 is nothing but root 2 into 2 into 2. So instead of 2 I can write 1 2 outside and one more 2 inside. 8, if you divide by factorization method, you will get 2 into 2 into 2. So for root, 1 2 will be outside the root, this 2 will be inside the root. So 8 root 2 can be written as 2 root 2 y is equal to 0. Now substitute x, root 3 into minus root 3y divided by root 2 minus 2 root 2 y is equal to 0. See here, this is plus, this is minus. Plus into minus, it will be minus root 3 into root 3, 3. 3x, 3y divided by root 2 minus 2 root 2y is equal to 0. Take common denominator root 2. So minus 3y root 2 into root 2, 2. Then 2 into this 2 will be 4. Now division will goes as multiplication. So the final value is minus 7y is equal to 0. Root 2 into 0 will be 0. Now I need only y. So keep y this side. 0 divided by any number will become 0. So the y value is 0. Now substitute y is equal to 0 in third equation. So in third equation, where is the third equation? This part. So x is equal to minus root 3 instead of y 0 divided by root 2. 0 into any number, obviously it is 0. So x is 0 and even y is also 0. So finally conclude the answer. Therefore x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Did you understood, children?